Hey guys, Eric here from worshipbanduniversity.com, and today we're going to take a look at how to set up a Ableton live session for a worship set. This is the basic template that we have when we open up Ableton. So what we're going to first do is get rid of all the things that we do not need. Number one, we're going to click and delete reverb as well as delay. We're then going to go over and we see two MIDIs and two audios. We're going to get rid of one of the MIDI tracks. And I'm going to rename the first MIDI track to click only. The audio track over here, we're going to call that cues. And the one right after that, we're going to call that our loop. I'm then going to click over here, right click on this top bar, and I'm going to put insert audio track. And I'm going to rename this to MP3. So from here, we have the basic setup. I usually go over here and drag over our master, because this is where our song titles, tempo and beats per minute are going to go, so I like to have that a little bit bigger. Now over here though are where all our main tracks are to come in. Now first I'm going to go to click only all the way to the bottom here and click on the yellow one and mute that track. Basically this track is for songs where we do not need any of the cues or loops or anything else. We just need to have click in the background. We're going to use this to trick Ableton into giving us the click that we need, which we'll talk about in the next lesson. Over here on cues, which are going to be our clicks or any of the cues that the computer is going to give us to switch to verses and choruses and stuff. We're going to go audio 2, so basically where the computer is sending the audio we're hearing. Click down here and go to EXT out, and right below it you'll see a 1 and a 2. We're going to click on that and make that a channel number 1. For our loop, we want to do the same thing. Go to audio 2, so where it's sending it. Click on this here and put EXT out, but this time we're going to click on it and make that to number 2. That's going to basically split this signal into two different channels so that the guy at the mixing board can take channel 1, the cues, and put that into your ears but mute it out in the house so that the congregation does not hear that. But they can also take the loop on a separate track, you can hear it in your ears, and they'll also send that so the congregation can hear it. Speaking of cues, we do want to go to the right side here where it says cue out, and we want to click and make that a number 1 as well, so it only goes through the same side as our cues. And we also want to turn on our metronome right over here with this double dot. This is Ableton's version of the metronome. I use it because it's just really easy to use. You can make your own clicks and everything else, but I find this is just the best way to do it. We're going to mute that track as well. Basically, I drag in the MP3 of whatever song we're working on, and then during practice, if we need to listen to that song just to refresh our memories, I'll go down here and I'll solo on the S that track so I can only hear that track while we are listening to it. So again, we can fix one of the spots that we may be messed up on or something like that. Generally, I have it muted though so that we don't have it coming through the mix while these two are coming through. One last thing I also do too is I'll go up to View, and under View, you're going to have a thing where it says Overview. I'm going to click on that as well to make that visible, and you'll see this line right up here, these couple little lines here. This basically lets you fast forward and backtrack on a certain track, a loop, or click, or something like that, to different parts of it, like basically a fast forward and a rewind. This is really important if you're trying to work on a certain part of the song, and you don't have to listen to the whole loop all over again. You can just fast forward or rewind with this thing here. So I hope this helped you out. In our next lesson, we are going to look at how to build a worship set with this template here. So hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you next time.